Welcome, Shivangi, to this episode of Quiet Leadership Revolution. Shivangi is an active member of the Leadership Success Club. She has also been part of the Communication Mastery program, which I run. Shivangi is currently leading the delivery of the Salesforce function with a system integrator. Please share a brief professional background about yourself, Shivangi.
Thank you, Johncey. And I'm glad that I'm here today. Thanks for your time. So I come with approx 20 years of working in the IT industry. I started my journey in 2005 working with a HR recruitment firm for SAP solutions consultants. From there, I have moved into consulting. So that was a very long journey from an HR recruitment firm, joining an SAP system integrator, converting myself into an SAP consultant. And from there, my journey started where I started enjoying the consulting role. But in last 20 years, maybe the last 5 years were the one where I struggled most around my leadership skills, around what it takes to be to be there on the next role where you intend to be, and have been very struggleful years of mine. The most difficult part was communicating straightforward to my leaders and the other peers. I always had a self-doubt. And I always thought that maybe I lack in some skills because of which I have those doubts. But last year, September, when I got into the communication mastery class with you, and that there was a pivot. I was about to resign in my current role because everybody thought that I'm not doing justice enough. That pushed me to join that class, that let me see and improve on myself, and it actually turned around the things for me 100%. From understanding that my self doubts were actually nothing but me being an introvert, while having a lot of extroverts around me, I felt inferior, which was which is obvious, and we just have to accept ourselves. We have to make an extra effort to talk. All those guidance has changed. So from uh, leaving the job, taking those classes for 3 months with you, and then starting on the Leadership Success Club, I got an opportunity to join an organization as a system integrator where I lead the practice today. I joined them at an individual capacity. From there, to be a leader in the matter of 6 months, I contribute 100% effort on guidance that came from you and the community that we work together, because there was nobody judging us. We were all guiding each other and adding to our knowledge, which helped me stay where I am now, actually reach where I am now.
I truly acknowledge and congratulate you for the success you have earned over the last 1+ years. Truly admire that. What did you specifically learn from these two programs? Let's take first the Communication Mastery program, and then you can talk about Leadership Success Club.
So I think the first session that we had, Johncey, around accepting and knowing ourselves better was my first learning. Very, very important. You have to accept the way you are, understand your strengths and weakness, and play by your strength, not the weakness. That was my first learning. I always used to had a setback because of my weaknesses. So that gave me one confident that I had strengths and I can play around them. Two, um, there was a lot of coaching and constant practice on how do you communicate, how do you address in a particular situation, meeting, conferences, how do you arrange to talk with your managers, do one to one with your managers. All of that gave me confidence to stand up in a large meeting rooms, raise my hand and talk, which otherwise I would never do. Right. So starting from that main session on communication session gave me a lot of clarity, gave me a lot of confidence, which was one of the reason that when I joined this current organization, I was not never playing an individual role. I've always done two levels ahead of me and appreciated by the peers. Constant constant reminders of to the team, to the organization peers, that what are the key values that I focus at, so that they know that this is where Shivangi stands, was something I learned in our sessions. And I practiced them daily back in office, which helped me to change the things.
When somebody is talking to me about the Leadership Success Club program, they generally tell me, oh, 1 year duration program. Do I need to spend that much time? What do you feel about it? You have been through this journey. So what do you feel about whether is it required, not required? What is your opinion?
Let me take a step back, Johncey. Um, I actually, I should say this way. I've gone through a leadership success program by my with my previous organization. That was a 3 months program for me. Um, and being in this 1 year, I think leadership is a journey. Coaching is a journey, is mentoring is a journey. It is not a program to be done in 1 year or 6 months, for sure. What I have been learning currently and practicing sharing knowledge with the peers, it will take us through a journey. It cannot be done in a period of time because you're evolving as an individual yourself. Your scenario situations change, and then you need a guidance of a coach to go and reflect and get a guidance if you're stuck. So this has to be a journey, and I wish to continue with you going forward as well.
Sure. Thank you for sharing that with the audience also. So, what is your leadership style, Shivangi?
Um, so if I say it in your term, a very empathetic leader. I'm an empathetic leader with driven with purpose uh, and integrity as my core values. And I think it I my team members now reflect the same, that I'm very empathetic. I don't boss around them. I do have a collaborative discussion. I'm a problem solver. That's one skill that I learned with you, that I'm a problem solver. I never knew that. So, and I take it as my strength. So for as I said, I'm a leader who solves the problem for the team.
What are your professional aspirations?
Oh, interesting. So 18 years back, I had defined my journey of what I aspire to be in the period of 40 years of my career. So, and each step when I took, I've actually shortened the that career span for myself. So my target is by 2030, I intend to be a CEO of an IT organization.
That's an amazing goal to set, and I'm sure that you have that in you to achieve that particular goal, Shivangi. For sure, I've seen you for over a year now, and I definitely wish you the very best in that particular aspiration which you have. And I'm sure that you will reach probably faster than 2030, in my opinion.
Yes, I
Wish you the
intend
best.
to. And I'm sure it will not be possible without you, Johncey, because there's still lot to learn for me, and to get on that, to be on that journey. And as you said, get it a little early. 2030 is still far.
Sure. So, Shivangi, you have been part of the Leadership Success Club program. What are some of the unique things which you think is helping you in this journey?
I think one of the key differentiator is, Johncey, when you pick up a topic, each week we have a unique topic. You introduce that topic, share the best practices around us, and then we do brainstorming around it. We all put our perspectives, each one of us, we brainstorms. There is no perfect way to go for it, right? We all discuss what are the different ways and different practices that we can have around that topic. And we practice that topic in the next session. We practice that over a week or 2 weeks, and then you ask us one positives of using that practice back in the practical sense. That is a game changer. That seriously make an important impact, because if you learn something that you're able to practice the very next day in your organization, in your office, in your daily life, that's where you can go back and discuss with the larger team in a period of a week or 2 weeks, that how it has shaped out. Whatever we discussed, how is it turning when we actually put it into practice? So that is one very important learning that each one of us here, and people who even aspire to participate in the Success Leaderships Club, they would see this as a differentiator. As I have told in my previous point, that I have done leadership coachings before. There was nothing like this. So this was very, very important. Second is, you are being yourself. As an introvert, we all are almost similar. So we don't hesitate and we don't feel judged on whatever we say. That also gives a lot of confidence back in us when we hear the positive response from the other peers that you're not the only one thinking like this. There are others, and you can actually put your thinking on the table. So that gives you confidence back, and then that will help you in your longer run.
One of the things which happening in the learning industry is there's a lot of online courses, right? So what is your advice to people who want to be part of the Leadership Success Club program, but they think, how is it different from any online courses out there? What is your take on it?
So online courses are like reading books. You read a book, you get an understanding, but then you forget after 10 days when you have read it. Getting into face-to-face discussions brings lot of perspectives around one single topic, which you will not get in an online course, which is very, tabular in nature, an outcome test, you just go to the test and done. That's just not what leadership is. And what we learn in this LSC club together, it is about practicing. It's about brainstorming, which you can't do in online courses. So I think I am not saying online courses are bad, but they're like those books whilst you need a class as well. So you really need a forum where you can meet people like you, meet people with different experiences and share your experiences as well. So LSC is surely uh, different in that ways.
Shivangi, the industry is looking for leaders like you. So what are some of the leadership skills or competencies you are bringing to the table?
Thank you for this question, Johncey. I think very, very interesting. And these are the skills that we all, I think, aspire to be. Very important is strategic thinking. We need to be uh, aligning our visions, our strategies, thinking beyond the time rather than a narrow search, a narrow thought process. Having a business acumen, another important skill where you need to set the vision for the organization and ability to define the vision for your organization, so that every each one of the individual, even the smallest developer, should know what is the vision for him and how he contributes to the organization vision should be clear. How do you define that with your organization? Third important aspect is public speaking. You'll be meeting larger senior executives. You need to be addressing larger audiences. You need to be confidently passing the message that you intend to pass. That's another important skill. Another area is actually, what do I say, carrying the aura of an executive leader. Having that presence felt in the room is very, very important, so that you are meeting the CXOs of the organizations at different levels. You need to set your aura in. That's another skill that we need to hone for our own self. There has to be your own aura. People should feel that presence of you being in that room. And
Lovely.
of course, I would, again say that you have to be the problem solver for your organization.
Lovely. So thank you so much, Shivangi, for your time, and I wish you the very best in your journey. And I look forward to continue to support you in this journey. I'm very happy that I am part of your success story, and I wish you the very best.
Thank you so much, Johncey, and I'm glad that I took that session in September with you. And I am sure that I'm going to continue this journey for long together.
Thank
You are
you.
my coach for long. Thank you so
Thank,
much.
thank you for that confidence. Take care.
Bye bye.